G'day everyone, how's it going? It was 15 minutes-ish. Yeah, when am I ever on time? 3:30 in the morning here. Been very, very busy. I'll get stuck into things as soon as I see some people are on. And someone's messaging me. It's Tom. Tom's messaging me, but I'm on live, so he can wait till after I've done my live. And he's still up. Everyone's working. No, Terry's been working. She's been at a laptop all day. Good on her. So many people who do that when they get a chance. I know Juliet does it. Her kids try and hide her iPad on her just to make her take a break and things like that. Juliet, you're shocking. Terry, don't you be taught by Juliet. You'll never get off the computer. Alright, some people are on. It's good to see you all. It's better to see me, of course, naturally. I'm so good looking and all. What a dreamboat. You can tell it's late. Okay. Let's talk about some stuff. A scary thing happened the other day, not with Bitcoin Ascension. Everyone, well, many of you know Mitt Phoenix, who lives in Nigeria, very big supporter of Bitcoin Ascension, has been for a long time. He's the one that got our basically our name in the paper over there for Bitcoin Ascension, and I've still got the newspapers here, so he sent me over a couple of copies. They're pretty cool. I loved reading it, and they talk about Bitcoin Ascension and stuff like that. But Mitt Phoenix was on his way to work the other day and was abducted, kidnapped. Well, he's not a kid, but he was napped. Very, very scary for him, and they weren't exactly kind with him and everything like that, but he was released, so he's safe and sound, very shaken up, I'm sure. So all our prayers and hearts, heartfelt sympathies go out to you, mate. I hope you're healing up all right and you're all good. I wanted to make sure that you're all okay before I made an announcement and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, very, very scary. I'm sure no matter what country you live in, you don't want that sort of thing happening to you. And it did to him, poor fellow, on the way to work. So, and he works at the Ministry of Education, so government worker, and yeah, very, very lucky. I'm so happy he's safe. He's a wonderful man, and very true to his word, a very honourable man. So, love the guy. So I'm so happy he's safe and well, and hopefully that won't ever happen to him or any of you again. I do worry about all you guys. I have lots of conversations, people telling me, if they're going in for surgeries, like we've had like Becky and Kathy and of course Jean O'Keefe with the fight with cancer, and many others have had some major physical problems, of course, and I know I've spoken about mental health on some of the lives before, and I got good reactions from that, from people who I don't know all that well, I must admit, but I've spoken to them, and wouldn't have picked them for having depression and things like that. So I was glad I could talk about that, because it's an unseen illness, isn't it? It's like if you get the flu or something like that, you've got the flu. When you've got things like depression and anxiety, from outward appearances, most of the time you wouldn't have a clue, because a lot of the time people with depression and things like that, a lot of comedians have depression and anxiety. They put up the wall of humour and smiles and everything like that, but inside is where the real fight is, and it's a horrible thing. And the world needs to understand it a little better. It's very hard to, you'll never know what these people go through. You can understand if you study it enough and if you've experienced it, but every person is different, so you can never know what they're going through, because everyone has their own private hell, I guess, when they're suffering something like that. And so my heart goes out to all those people as well. I mean, I suffer anxiety as well, so I control it a little better than some others. I don't even use medication anymore. I use self-diagnosis that I learned over a lot of years. So I still get anxious every now and then, but I can cope with most of it. So it's not easy, and you know, I'm probably one of the lucky ones, because a lot of people suffer it in silence all their lives. So, but yeah, so Mitt's all fine and everything, and don't know where I went off track there for all the people, but yeah, that's right, because I do care about everyone. So, as I said, I get hundreds of messages a week with people telling me of their ailments and things that are going on in their lives, and I love connecting with people about that, about their lives, and most of them are like, you know, ended off with, you know, they're thankful for Bitcoin Ascension and thankful that I'm there and you know, making sure that it sticks around and flourishes, for that matter. I was going through how I want a website built for Bitcoin Ascension. I mentioned it last night. And me knowing what I want to introduce into Bitcoin Ascension over the months and years and things like that, I've got this huge. I've got a massive dream, but I've got a plan to bring stuff in at the right time, and I think a website showing who we are as Bitcoin Ascension in terms of not just the matrix, but you know, what we want to do, our mission and things like that. And I was going through all the things in my head today. We could have this, and this, and we can show this, and it's just fantastic. Absolutely awesome, where people can go see the website and see everything we do and everything we're involved with and how we make money for ourselves while we're helping the world. So I think that's a great way of doing it as well. We'll have links to our Facebook group page, to all our social medias. You know, they'll all be there. Just click a button and they'll all be visible, and that will really help with everyone. We'll may even have a blog section or something like that. There'll be a place where my lives can go as well. You know, from the YouTube site, we can have one rolling. All sorts of things like that. You know, so because it won't always just be a matrix. The matrix will always be the cornerstone of the whole thing. Anything else I introduce, anyone who wants to be a part of the things I introduced, will still have to be part of the matrix before they can be introduced. They can do anything else that we do. To be a member, you join the matrix. You're part of Bitcoin Ascension. Bang, off we go. I think that's the best way of doing it. It keeps the matrix moving, which is, you know, fair to everyone. It's not just about me getting to level 6 and getting paid out. It's about everyone getting to there eventually and getting paid out, because that's why we joined. So I can't just give up on it or anything like that. I've got to make it flourish. And that's what I'm going to do. I was talking to Asif earlier, and he's, taking them over, lining them up, making sure everything works. He is taking his time doing it. I mean, he has other jobs to do. He has to do as well, obviously. He's not my exclusive programmer or anything like that. But he's working on it every day for many hours. And it does take a long time, unfortunately. But he said everything's moving steadily and perfectly at the moment. Everything is moving nicely. It's getting over there. And it'll be great. Apparently everyone's getting an upline that he's loaded in so far. There's no one's being skipped type thing. So what will happen is he has to upgrade these people, because there's no money involved right now, because these are the people already in. And you've got to put them in the right position, make sure that person's at level 5, level 4, level 3, level 2, level 1. And he's got to make sure they're all in line, they all have an upline, and things like that. So it takes a little bit of time, but as I said, last night we have to do it right, otherwise we're going to have to mess around with it again. I don't want to keep doing that. I want to get it done right this time. Bang, off we go. And then with the one of the big things that I've got planned coming up, perfect, you know. So it'll all happen at the right time for everyone, and that's a good thing about Bitcoin Ascension, is we can still recruit. We can still bring people in and show them what Bitcoin Ascension's all about. I think someone, I remember talking to Jackie over in New Zealand, and he was talking about getting his gym members involved, and maybe talking to other gyms as well for them to do the same thing. Get everyone to make a position, so they're working at the gym sort of thing, but they're earning at the same time, and we know how many thousands of people go to the gym. So you think about getting all the gyms in every country, getting as many gyms as you like with the gym membership sort of thing, and they're saying, oh, well, get them to buy a position in Bitcoin Ascension, you know, bang. That's hundreds of thousands of people. It's just amazing how many people there is, and because it's automatic, they don't have to really worry about it, you know, and they don't have to advertise or anything like that, because there's like hundreds of thousands of them joining. So if we get the gyms involved and other places like that, community places like that, it'd be fantastic. Because, as I said, we're here to help everyone. So, you know, and you can tell what happened with Phoenix over in Nigeria, how, you know, he wants to end poverty over there, and now you can understand why. I mean, the reason people are kidnapped usually is for money, and because they don't have enough to eat, or they may be in financial distress and they have to do desperate things. I don't condone what they did, but I can understand desperation, and that's what we want to end. That way people don't have to be kidnapped and everyone can be safe, okay? So, and it's funny how the man who over there being met, who's trying to end poverty, is the one that's abducted. You know, I'm so happy he got released. I really, really am. It's a huge relief. I'd have to go over and rescue him, you know, do a Rambo, but I'm glad he's all right. So yeah, so the Matrix is moving nicely. I've got some huge plans. I'm so excited about it. I was talking to my daughter's boyfriend today. Poor fella, he had to put up with me talking to him about all the plans I had, because I could tell him, because he's not part of it, so he won't tell anyone. So because he's scared of me, and I told him all the stuff, and he's a software programmer himself. He's a genius man, and he went, yeah, you can do all that. That's a fantastic. Yeah, that'll work. You know, so he understood where I was coming from. So very, very excited about that. How we're going to be moving forward, and we'll be bigger than any program that's on Facebook currently. We're going to be absolutely massive, and I'm very, very, very excited. Okay. Not much else. Oh, if you're seeing on the website saying number 1 and number 2 have cycled and things like that, yeah. Well, because it's been mucked around with, sort of thing. That's what it's showing. We didn't actually get paid, so I didn't get any money. Nor did Terry, because she was second on the list. But we will as soon as the new one's up and running, which hopefully we, you know, very soon. And bang, and then everyone will get paid what they were supposed to get paid. If everyone who was skipped will get done. I know. I did some others. We forced some through and everything, but there's a few people that got skipped. You know, they'll be covered. The level 5s, I think there's 3 level 5s maybe, to be paid, half a Bitcoin each. Not bad going. And obviously it's in level 4s, level 3s, and well, level 2s don't make anything. The level 2 payouts they do, but level 2, going to level 2 they don't. But and making sure all the level 1s have uplines, so we don't have any more little skipped spots, any blank spots. So that's really good. I know I'm blathering on because I'm actually really, really tired. I'm just trying to remember everything I was trying to remember. I think that was about it. Also, big happy birthday to Terry Phillips. I know I put a post up, but for those who missed the post and everything like that, Terry Phillips, on her birthday, she's been working a backside off all day, showing people Bitcoin Ascension and advertising, which is fantastic, but it's your birthday, honey. Try and relax a bit. So massive happy birthday to her. I was hoping to be over there in time to drop around and see her for her birthday, and I couldn't. So that sort of hurt me a bit, because I wanted to surprise her and go, hey, you know, happy birthday, instead of just doing a live. So big happy birthday to Terry, and anyone else in our family who I don't know about who's having a birthday, great stuff, you know, or anyone in your family who's having a birthday, happy birthday and have a great day. You know, birthdays can be fun, you know, as long as there's cake. There's got to be cake, you know. Got to be cake. Although at my age, I wouldn't have candles on it. I'd have to use a fire extinguisher to blow them out. So I didn't actually do anything for my 50th. I had pizza and watched Netflix, you know, by myself. That's all I did. I didn't do anything. I'm a shocker. All right, I won't keep you any longer. I know these go on very long, and thank you all for sitting all the way through it and listening to me blather on. But everything's going well. Everything's on track. Everything's working properly as we were loading the new script, which is very exciting for me. That's what I wanted the first time, and it didn't happen. And the less headaches for me now, which is fantastic. And there'll be less support tickets and less people. You know, we're going to get the new emails on there and everything else. It's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited. All right, I'll let you go. I love you all very, very much. Love the advertising, guys. The advertising has been amazing. Clive Anderson did another massive ad. Fantastic. Terry did a great one earlier. I don't know if they're her words or not. I didn't check. I saw it. I shared it on my wall. So make sure you go to Terry on my wall and comment on, because I shared her post, and great wording on there. It sounded like Terry's words, so it didn't sound like someone else's. So because I know how Terry writes and speaks, and have a read of it. It's actually a really good read, and I've read Clive's as well, another brilliant one. Reno did a brilliant one as well. Basically, just honest truth. That's all we're doing. Make it the truth. You don't have to snow people on Bitcoin Ascension. Just tell them the truth. Tell them from the heart, and people will come. It's as simple as that. Keep it honest. Don't tell them they're going to make money overnight and things like that. Tell them what Bitcoin Ascension's all about. Oh yeah, and you can earn money at the same time. Don't make it all about the matrix or all about whatever we're doing. You know, make it all about the mission and get those people in. Yeah, and there's a matrix as well. Yeah, you know, work with us 10 minutes a day. You know, helping each other out. We'll soar along. It's fantastic. All right, I'll talk to you all again tomorrow, and I'll be answering messages, I'm sure, all day tomorrow. And I'll be going around and see Thomas tomorrow as well. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'll keep you updated every day on what's happening as the programmer tells me. I still haven't got into the back area because I don't want to screw around with what he's doing just by logging in. It could stuff it up, and I don't want to do anything to stuff it up. So once he's got it loaded in, then I'll go in, I'll see if there's any changes that need to be made in terms of the cosmetically, and make sure that everything works, and we'll go and launch. So it's fantastic. I love it. Talk to you all again tomorrow. Thank you very much. Good night.